Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Celebrity Cars. We're trying out some new film stuff today. Hope you like it. Listen, 2017 Audi R8 V10 Plus. Just under 25,000 miles on the odometer, folks. Yeah, it's pretty. Hi, welcome to Celebrity Cars. We're located just down the street from all the shiny lights on the strip. You ever come here on vacation and you want to see some fancy stuff? Some got muscle cars in here. We've got a one-owner 1967 Mustang. I mean, Al Capone's car. We got all kinds of cool stuff, folks. This Audi is breathtaking. It's black, carbon fiber side panels, carbon fiber side mirrors, beautiful gold wheels with red calipers. And this thing's just amazing. Folks, I'm your living, breathing condition report. I'm the guy that tells you where scratches are and dents and rust and possible curb rash and all that kind of jazz. There's not a whole lot to talk about this car. We just had it heavily detailed. There's right here, there's a small mark that looks like, somebody took a microfiber towel and went like this, and it left a, can you see that, Quincy? Mm-hmm. Okay, folks, that's just a mist during the detail. It's just in the clear coat. It's easily taken out. And then, Quincy, if you could just make a right and travel up through this darkness. Here, I'll even put my reflection in it. Does that help you any? Mm-hmm. Yeah, see? That's us, folks. This is beautiful paint. Is it perfect? Darn close to it. Every once in a while, I'll see a little itty-bitty mark. It's just normal wear. I'm not going to point it out. I will point out scratches and scuffs, though. But this paint is just, if this car had 1 mile on it, I'd be pointing these things out to you. But this is just all very, very normal. I do like to start on the nose cone of every car. This is where the environment over the last couple of years has smacked up against this sucker. And I want to show you that there's really not a whole lot going on here. I spent a significant amount of time removing wax from crevices. Those side panels, they had so much wax caked in, I couldn't get over it. And hey, bravo to the previous owner. They wanted to wax this thing up all the time and keep it shining. And the wax that they missed in some of these creaks and cracks and crevices here was abundant. There was small piles of dried up wax on the floor after I was done. So I think I've gotten everywhere for the most part. Cleaned this entire grill, every port. So all of these, because I wanted to make sure there weren't any watermarks in here or anything disgusting in any of these grates, and they're all beautiful. The chrome trim around it has, very light, normal wear. Every once in a while, I see a small mark. I know we've got a good camera going on today, so you can see these things. But this whole front end here is just with just little itty bitty normal road wear. That's all you get. That's all we have. There's no heavy, significant scraping underneath the front of this at all. I'm going to say at all. There's barely anything down there. It looks even better than I expected it to look. The headlights still shine beautiful. The plastic inlays here for ventilation, they're all in great shape. None of them were broke. I'll go back over here to this side just to make sure we're all seeing the same thing. Yep. There's here. This is. I'll get into chip territory here. There you go, folks. That's what you call a chip, right there. The one next to it, normal road wear. This is both still normal road wear, but that's a much larger chip. You find yourself a little black paint, Audi paint, and put it right on there. It disappears rather quickly. Okay, let's keep moving. We're going to work our way down the driver's side here because we do have a couple more small blemishes. First of all, this entire hood, I believe, has a PPF on it. I'm not positive, but this little scratch right here makes me, you know what, maybe not. Folks, there's another chip. We're just going to call it that. I don't think there's PPF on this hood. I don't know why I said that. But there's another chip right there. This is about the only one that stands out, if you will, when you walk around the car. There aren't many, but if you're going to see one, that's the only one on the whole car that you go, oh, there's crap. So there you go. All right, we'll get to the windshield in a minute. I'm going to look at the side window here. Oh, here's your normal window, and then you get back to this side mirror right here, and it's got a couple chips in it and a couple scrapes. I don't know how it happened, but there you have it. Kind of weird, but there you go. It's a couple of scraps and scrapes in there. This window's fine, it's up. Oh, this whole door panel's in beautiful paint. A little leftover dust here from the detail, no big deal. But all this is beautiful. There's no dings going on here. There's no nothing. It looks awesome. See that? These are just from getting in and out of the car currently or recently. But other than that, this is all beautiful. All down along here, this whole lower valence panel down here is all in good shape. This is where I cleaned all the year's worth of wax out of these crevices here. This is all beautiful. Everything lines up perfect. Beautiful stuff. Oh, you know what? I didn't look at my front wheel there. I will in just a moment. Here's your rear driver's side wheel and tire. There is no curb rash on this wheel. And there is zero curb rash on this front wheel. Look at the gold and the red calipers, the black tires going around. This is super cool. All right, come around back here. Super nice. Taillights look great. Black plastic looks great. Exhaust tips look great. I'm gonna run my hand. I always check out these diffusers down here to see if anybody grounded it against a curb or anything. And it's super nice and smooth down here. No damage whatsoever. Nobody backed in anything back here either. This is all nice and clean. There's a slight chip in the R8 logo there. And this carbon fiber wing is almost perfect. There's a small little mark there. And then the clear, there's a small mark right here. But I mean, it's so hard to see. And a little polish will make that go away. The back part of the trunk back here, all this looks good. There's your motor, folks. Super awesome. We'll open that up in just a couple minutes. I've never opened that. All right, over here on this side, all the same thing, no curb rash over here on this wheel. And this paint is spectacular. I'm just pushing some dust around, some detail dust around. And once again, cleaned up all in here. All this is in great shape. This is all terrific. Here's your gas tank. Side window, tint, everything's super nice. Door fits perfectly. No weird paint, anything. All this looks this is just beautiful. This car is smoking. Side view mirror, let's see. There we go, whatever that is. Very small. Folks, I hope you appreciate the detail that we get into looking at, especially black cars. You know, you're not going to get this kind of coverage anywhere else. This is, you know, kind of a pain in the butt to do, but we want you to be comfortable. Maybe you live on the other side of the planet, and you've been looking for one of these, and you really want to know all the details. And I really don't. I mean, the roof is beautiful. Let's check out this remaining front wheel. Awesome. Nothing. All this is beautiful. The windshield, folks. A whole lot of nothing. Super cool. Yeah, folks, this is just a beautiful windshield. There's barely a nick in it. If you could now look through the windshield and get a good look at the top of the dash, you can see carbon fiber pieces and how clean the upper part of the dash is. All right, let's open this up. So you're gonna get a look at this beautiful interior. It's black leather with red piping. While you're there, Quincy, let me walk right around you. You don't have to go anywhere. Let's just get this out of the way. The driver's seat. It looks like no one's ever touched this bolster, and you can just tell from, you know, your butt getting in and out over here. But that's it. There's no scratches in the seats. In this seat, anyway. We'll get over there to that one in just a moment. But this is just beautiful condition. Getting in and out of the car, it's beautiful. Can you tell somebody's gotten in and out of here? Yeah, only by pant leg and maybe a couple shoes have bounced across it, but there's no gouges. There's nothing bad going on here whatsoever. A couple little scrapes in the shiny plate, but other than that, I'm not missing anything. And this door looks great. Couple slight indentations in the leather right here, but that's a great big who cares if you're asking. Let's go over to the passenger side and see what we've got over here. Okay. Oh, getting in and out of the car over here looks awesome. The kick panel over here is just a little faded. It's interesting. Just a little faded right here. I think this just needs a little clay bar right here and shine it back up to that little patch right there. That's it's all good. Okay. The plastic and everything getting in and out of the car looks great. And the passenger seat, yeah, you can tell somebody sat here, but there's a small indentation right there. That's about it right there in that spot. There's no hole poked, just a small indentation. You can see all your phone connections and ports in there all lit up back in the corner. That's pretty neat. It's like we got some original books in here. Back to some carbon fiber pieces. We're gonna get a better look at the center console and all the gauges and stuff once we get the car outside and we can see a little bit better in the sunlight, because we're gonna drive the sucker around the block. It's gonna get awfully dusty today. It's awfully windy outside, but that's the way it goes. Okay, let's look at the engine compartment. I think I figured out how to do this without screwing around with it too much. Reach right around this corner. Oh no, I need to have the car running. Hold on. Oh, now that just opens the front. All right, hold on, folks. Check it out. The engine that talks to itself. Carbon fiber all the way around the edges. The rear glass looks like it might just need a little bit of a spit shine back there, but the rear glass looks good. All the engine components look awesome. It's super nice and clean in here. Kind of showroom, car show ready. It's beautiful. Nothing's jumping out at me, folks. Looks great. Okay, I'm gonna close this using the glass, because glass is easier to fix from fingerprints than this shiny piece right here. Okay, it's closed. All right, and I hit this really cool button on the remote, and it allows me to get in the front bonnet. And it's super nice and clean in here too. Top of the headlights, there's no watermarks. It's all been kept very, very, very nice. All right, I'm gonna close this up. And folks, I think that's about it as far as all the detail and the condition of the car. Now it's time to go for a ride down the street. Okay, make sure that's closed. 2017 Audi R8, V10 Plus. This is a beautiful car, isn't it? Okay. As promised, we're gonna go for a quick ride around the block, make sure everything works right, check out the brakes, tranny, motor, make sure we don't hear anything weird or clunking. We'll be right back. Hi, folks. Okay, welcome back. We're inside the 2017 Audi R8 V10 Plus, and I'm just studying it. Carbon fiber, incredible steering column. Look at all these buttons. Just exhaust tone, drive select, checkered flag for some reason. You got your navigation stuff, and wow, it's just, ooh. Folks, my eyes are looking around. There's a little damage, very hair damage to the leather right here. It's very minor and very who cares. This is a used car. Everything else is just beautiful. This is your defrost, your rear defrost. You got your heated seat buttons here, hidden buttons all over the place. There's a bunch of buttons up here. My Lord. Okay. My foot's on the brake, keys in my pocket, and I hit that button right there on the steering wheel. Now, only because I've been paying attention, I want to see what this exhaust button does. Sport. Standard. Sport. Okay. So I got sport and standard. So what the heck? I'm going to leave it in sport. I'm not playing with paddles today. I'm just going to let this car drive itself automatically by putting it in drive. The RPM's just lowered a little bit. It was cold. I'm sitting inside. My foot's on the brake. I'm in drive. Park button's right down in there. Isn't that cool? So you got your reverse, you got all your deals there, but then you got to put it in park there. That's kind of neat. All right. Let's go. I'm going to keep my mouth shut while this thing goes through gears. We're just going to cruise. $43 miles an hour. I'm going to get on these brakes, okay? 3, 2, and 1. Okay, that's one of the quickest we've stopped, for sure. Yeah, I didn't even really get on the brakes. Supercar day here at Celebrity Cars. Back on the gas. Folks, there's nothing wrong with this car. The brakes are so smooth. The interior cabin in here, speed bump number 1, by the way. This inside cabin is really quiet. It is really quiet in here. Very comfortable. There's no weird corner that you can hear vibrations or just sound bouncing off from. This is just beautiful. All right, now for the first time, I get to get on this gas pedal just a little bit, not beating it up. I just want to see, you know, what we got going on, see if it makes any funny noises, blah, blah, blah. Isn't that a treat? Folks, I just kind of sort of got on it a little bit. I didn't know shape or form, try to floor it or do any of those things. This is just gorgeous. You're gonna really like this. This is really nice. My turn signal's on, my foot's on the brake. I'm gonna make a pretty good right-hand turn here. Goodness. And that was to the right, and we're gonna do a sharp one to the left here. Yeah, there's just something about the road noise compared to other cars. You really can't hear outside. You barely hear the tires. You hear the RPMs, of course, but it's so quiet. Do you even feel that? It's like pressurized. So, I know that guy. This is just stunning. Okay, so we're at a stop sign here. Going to make a left. And we're going to head back to the showroom. This is quite the vehicle. I know. You folks hear that? Did you hear that? Jeez. I'm downshifting, my left turn signal's on. Oh, goodness gracious. The shifting in this is very, yeah, I can't see a sound system in here. I don't see a radio. I don't see it. You don't need a radio in this car. Oh, there it is, media, radio, all, okay. Of course this car has a radio. You don't need a radio. This is like an old school muscle car that you just want to hear the engine and the exhaust sound. It's just unbelievable. What a car. Now I'm using the paddles. Well, if you haven't seen it yet, go to celebritycars.com to read all about this sucker. And if you're interested, give us a ring, okay? 702-818-1031 and request a pre-purchase inspection, whatever you'd like to do. I'm telling you that this is incredible. This is an incredible driver. Everything about it. Road noise to, boy, I love to read the Motor Trend magazine write-up on this car. They do that graph of brakes and road noise and all that stuff. It's got a score very high. Been in and out of a lot of these fancy cars. Anyway, yeah. Go to celebritycars.com, read all about it. Give us a call, 702-818-1031. I'll quit geeking out about this a couple minutes after we get off the phone here. See you next time.